All right, so in this one, we really significantly went up in difficulty level here. I have a large expression with a lot of parentheses, and I need to figure out what it equals. So, okay, let's start the same way we started the other times and say, okay, I have this expression here. And to evaluate this expression, I need to evaluate the parentheses first. In my case, the parentheses is this entire thing here. So let's try to evaluate that. I have 1 plus this here times, okay, just mindlessly copying it right now. Okay, so I need to evaluate this, but to evaluate this, I need to evaluate the parentheses first, right? So I need to evaluate this thing here. And this thing here is, okay, I'm trying now to evaluate this here plus times. All right, but to evaluate this thing, I again need to evaluate the parentheses first. So I'm going to evaluate this thing. Okay, now I have to do this here, right? But luckily this here is actually quite easy. We can see that this here is just this, right? So let's put that over here. Let's substitute this over here. So now this turns into blah, blah, blah. Erase this, and this is just this, right? Okay, so let's calculate this. I know that when I do this multiplication, then that means that, okay, I'm going to have just this amount of these. So this turns into this plus boom, 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 and this turns into just, okay, nice. So now I know that this here up here is equal to this thing down here. So I can just say like blah, 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 erase this, too lazy to actually erase it, and replace it by this up here. So now I need to say, okay, this up here multiplied by this thing here, right? Okay, sure, let's try to do that. So if I multiply it by this thing here, what do I get? Okay, let's see. I need to say, okay, I have this amount of copies of this thing. So I need to say dun, 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 plus again. Okay, let's do this. I cross these out, and then I get this. Cross these out, and then I get this. Have one left here, get this. Okay, cross these out and these out, get this. And then cross these out, and I get this. Okay, so it was this here. This is multiplication, and then it's plus this extra one over here. So plus this, and that then gives us just... Okay, so now we know that this big expression up here is actually just equal to this thing here. So again, let's replace it. I'm going to erase this whole thing, blop, and then I just get, okay, up here, this is the same as boom, boom, boom. And I need to multiply this by this here. So I need to plus it by itself, right? So, okay. And this thing here plus by itself, okay, I can cross these out. And that gives me this. I can cross these out. Boom. That gives me this. I can cross this out and this out. That gives me this. And I can cross these last ones out here. That gives me this. So, okay, now I have this, and I need to plus this by this down here. So, boom, boom, boom. And what is this equal to? Okay, this is going to be equal to just, it's going to be do. Then cross this out and this out. That gives me another one of these. And then I have this left. And then this here is then the final result. Nice.